Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Who am I but I'm Dre Mac? Came into the game just to spit facts. Into the space that I'm in. They got me by the Drake cause I'm cold with the pen. I run no diamonds but I still shine. You can dig me cause my voice mine. My tracks flame like a Galu. The hardest part of my tongue, these niggas warm blue. I'ma throw with a gas leak. Camouflage in the mist, but you smell me. One spot, then I bet you I'ma blow up. Then throw my name around, get stupid, then you go dumb. No rest for the weary. My verse is thinking in his man, but you can't see me. You rather drink, they gon' pull up. I'm jerking out through the game, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. I came to eat out the a la carte. Got stripped of a bear, come be brainstorm. Then I come together like a Voltron. Then I poured all the planks, you use Decepticons. Fake rappers to retreat like Cobra. 80s they can float, they like up in the storage and I'm man. Up, down, down, man, I'm cheeky. You a beast, man. I take a beating. Ninja Turtle rap, Turtle Clans get defeated. Hot in my ride, you can call me Night Rider. You can never stop me, cause I'm a guy bomb. Bad attitude like a rocket, my whole to the A, and I bet you can't stop us. LL bad when I go and show up. You can hear the haters in the back. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What is going on, everybody? What's up? What is going on, everybody? This is your man, Dre Mac, coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mac Show. 7:30 in the morning, Central Time, 8:30 on the East Coast. You're on the West Coast. Get up. You already know that the early bird gets the worm. And on today, I'm going to talk about the recent casting for Professor Snape in the Harry Potter franchise. Another race-bent character. And I'm not trying to do this to just, this is all you're going to talk about. You're just going to get up here and complain. Why can't black people be those characters? It's not that black people can't be those characters. It's the problems that come with it. And we have to be, what is this? We have to be aware of the problems that come with it. And why can't we have more black characters in those franchises get love, instead of just race swapping? So that's what I'm going to talk about today. So hopefully you guys are happy. Hope you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gant over at the Heavy Gant channel. It's my partner right there, but you already know what it is. The real question is, All right. Got my people tell me I have issues. This is a people tell me I have issues shirt. Rocking today. Oh God, I'm not even gonna hold you. I ate something that did not agree with me at all, and it sucks. All right, let me see who's all in the house. Tori and Brain Reloaded. What's up? And make sure that you go onto my boy's channel, man. Check out what Torian has cracking, what the Rock is cooking. Torian is over there cooking with good fish grease. Not that stuff y'all be using, not that lard, the good fish grease. Good morning, Roberta. Good morning. The church IT is in the house. Good morning. My man Junior Network is in the house. Good morning. My man Sheed is up here. What's up? Good morning. Tracy Woods is in the house. Hey, Tracy. Good morning. Hey, what's going on, Erica? What's going on? Look who free. Look who free. Over I've been seeing you over there at the over at Cat's channel. But good, because I'm glad see, I'm not a hater. You know what I mean? I'm glad Cat is having so much success over on her channel. You know what I'm saying? God bless her and everything that she's doing. You know what I mean? Good morning, my man King Mo. What's up? My man Mo is up in the house. For popcorn to your beard, make sure you guys are checking them out too. Uh it's always good to see you, Erica D. Uh yeah, it's just I ate something and it's just not it hasn't agreed with me since yesterday. Marley Morris and I can't wait because I know Marley Morris gonna have something to say. I love it. Good debate. You know what I'm saying? I love a good debater. So I'm glad Marley Morris in the house because I already know Marley Morris was like, but Trey, come on, dog. The dude getting the job. Can't he get a job? Can't black people be Snape? Why don't they have that same energy for characters like T'Challa? All I'm saying, and Alan Rickman is amazing. He was amazing as Professor Snape. God rest his soul. But why can't they have that same energy? Is all I'm saying. Hey, Priscilla, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. But what I want to also show you guys is what happens when black people get these roles. When they get these roles, what's going on, Calico? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Top of the morning to you. When black people get roles that require or they decide to do a race swap, what ends up happening 9 times out of 10 is that that actor gets harassed big time. We've seen this so many times when it comes to when it comes to these castings, and it's sure to come to a point where I get it. You want the best guy for the job. But if he was already in a meeting, I mean, look, now I will say I'm a Harry Potter film fan. I would never say I'm a complete Harry Potter fan. That's disingenuous because I never read any of those books. That is so, and I hate that. I will say when people say they're a Marvel fan, I'm like, Marvel what? And then they'll be like, huh? Marvel what? Are you a fan of the comics? Are you a fan of just the cartoons, the media? What are you a Marvel fan of? Oh, well, I like the movies. Okay, you're a fan of the movies. You know what I mean? I'm a fan of Marvel all the way around. I'm a fan of the comics, the movies, so on and so forth. So I'm not disingenuous in that perspective. Hey, Robin D, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm glad you up in here. And also, don't forget to hit that like button when you come in here. And I would really appreciate it. It helps the algorithm. All right. So with the Harry Potter franchise, and shout out to New Rockstars for going back and breaking down all 8 movies. My favorite Harry Potter movie, for me, this is just me, right? Yeah, you said, yep, that's me, just the movies. So my favorite Harry Potter movie, well, it's two. It's two. It's the hold on, wait a minute. The Goblet of Fire, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Well, actually, it's Harry Potter in the Prisoner of Azkaban and Harry Potter in the Goblet of Fire. I like Goblet of Fire even more though. I love Goblet of Fire. I don't know why. I just really like that movie. You know what I mean? Michael Braver, what's going on? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Says season's greetings. So I really like though, especially, I mean, I like both of them. Um, I would say that Prisoner of Azkaban is shot way better. Shot way better than not Order of the Phoenix, but the Goblet of Fire. But I just like Goblet of Fire. I don't know why. I just love that movie. But I like the Harry Potter movies. Make a long story short, I've watched all of them at the movies. Except for, okay, that's disingenuous. I watched the the five Order of the Phoenix, Half Blood Prince, and then Deadly Hollows 1 and 2. I seen those at the movies. So I seen the other ones on DVD. So let me not say that because I did. And I got into them kind of late, and I was like, what is this? I thought it was kid stuff. And at the time, sometimes you got to shout out your ex. My ex at the time, you know what I'm saying, was a real big Harry Potter film fan, and she put me onto it. And once I got into it, I got into it. I just never read the books. So, but again, so if that's my intro, and I'm saying this for a reason. I'm saying this for a reason because if that's my introduction, you know what I mean? If that's my introduction to the Harry Potter franchise, right? Then what I'm looking at is like, okay, if they're gonna do a series on HBO, I'm thinking about what I've already seen from WB and Harry Potter. So of course you can't bring back both Elvis Dumbledores are passed on from those movies. They're not gonna bring Jude Law to play, an older Dumbledore. So that's not gonna happen. Alan Rickman is gone. God rest his soul. Those guys are gone. It's a lot of those guys in that series are now passed on. A lot of them are the older people. So they're not gonna bring those back. I'm fine with that. Then I'm also looking at from a film fan. I'm like, okay, I'm getting all these particular ideas of who can play Snape and who can play Professor McGonagall. God rest her soul. She just passed. So you see what I'm saying? So in my mind, I'm fan casting who I want to be in this franchise. And a brother is not what I come to mind when I'm looking at Professor Snape because I'm already programmed. Right? I'm already programmed to think of Professor Snape as Alan Rickman's character. And to me, he should have the way that they going about T'Challa and now Chadwick Boseman. Nobody else could play Chadwick. There's nobody. Why ain't that same smoke for Professor Snape, which he was amazing in? Amazing. Once we got to Half-Blood Prince, I really felt bad for Professor Snape. I was like, oh my God, they really did him like that? I didn't like James Potter. You know what I mean? I wanted to beat James Potter up myself. You know what I mean? It like I said, New Rockstars are doing like a whole breakdown of every movie. They still got their problem with J.K. Rowling. And I don't get into that. I also feel like J.K. Rowling has the freedom of speech. She can say whatever she wants to say. You know what I mean? She can say whatever she wants to say. Now, whatever the backlash is, then that's what she has to do. But don't deny her the way that she feels also. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying on that. Because we get to a point where we want to be so righteous for a certain group, we forget we can't silence another group that thinks that way. You can't silence them either. You can't say, oh, I don't want you talking like that. I want somebody. And I'll put it like this. I would rather you be racist in my face than racist and quiet behind my back. I want to see who's racist. Just what it is. I'd rather you say what you feel. You know what I'm saying? I respect you more. Now, remind you, that might come with some consequences, but I'd rather you do that than try to be cool with me. You're silently racist. And that's just how I feel about J.K. Rowling. She can say what she want to say as far as that. Now, whatever consequences that come from that, that's what she got to deal with. You know what I mean? But don't silence her. And I don't like the fact that people are trying to silence her. I don't know what just happened. Maybe I just hit the mute button. Are we good now? Are we good now? Maybe I accidentally hit it when I pressed it. I don't know how that happened. Sync is sensitive. Can y'all hear me though? Okay, we good. Okay, so it was I accidentally hit the button because the button is like literally right there. All right, so let me just say this again. So they have one of the most blatant. To be fair, they have one of the most blatant race swaps in film history. Plus, it's a British IP. We can't examine it like it's America. They have different standards for diversity as long as he's British, in my opinion. Now, I do agree with you because now Americans had a problem with Doctor Who being black, but we know what we've been through in America, you know, with racism. And I believe you're right. They have racism, but it's not what. Am I muted again? Okay. Am I on mute again? Okay. All right. Oh, I'm gonna look at my bad. I didn't scroll up. My fault. But you know, hold on. Let me just show you something. I'm probably spelling this wrong. Okay. But okay, so we have we deal with racism totally different than the British do. British actually abolished slavery way before America did. And you know, like I said, you have your racism, but their racism is totally different. Dre, who is he? I can't say I've seen or heard of whoever this is. Are you talking about the Professor Snape or the guy who's going to play Professor Snape? He's a British actor, and I'm gonna bring up this. I'm gonna bring up this. I'm gonna just share my screen real quick. What's up? Well, we do what they doing with Harry Potter. Well, Dr. James Wills, we're about to get into that in just a second. So let me just share my screen just real quick. The guy's going to play him. Okay, so British "I May Destroy You" actor is being eyed for a fan favorite role in an eagerly anticipated fantasy series. And this brother's name is Pop. I think it's Pepa Azudo. I'm not going to act like I'm pronouncing that right. You know, but he said HBO will circulate British actor Papia Asudo to play one of the hottest TV roles being cast. And now, before I go any further, let me just read to you, and then I'm trying to find something because Hermione Granger was, hey Mika G, you better get to work before you don't you get in trouble, Mika. We need you. Don't you get in trouble. But I'm getting to this because I'm going to go into where Hermione Granger was cast as a black girl in the play that was going on, in why there was an issue and why that this would be a huge problem because people like to troll this stuff. They loved it. Oh, Eric July will probably have a field day with this. Just saying. You know what I'm saying? Your boy Ty, you know what I'm saying? He'll love to deal with this. He'll love to call it woke. Oh, here we go. Woke. Woke, 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 woke. So it says the "May I Destroy You" actor is up for the role of Professor Severus Snape in HBO's Harry Potter TV series. Multiple sources tell The Hollywood Reporter. Sources say that the actor has been offered the part, although it's not clear if negotiations have begun in earnest. So Snape is wickedly smart and casually cruel Hogwarts potions master who comes across as the story's primary antagonist in the show's first season, which will be based upon Arthur J.K. Rowling's 1997 debut novel, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Not the Sorcerer's Stone, the Philosopher's Stone. Always remember, they changed that for America. But in Europe, I mean, in Britain, you know what I'm saying? In Great Britain, it's the Philosopher's Stone. Always remember that. And they should call it the Philosopher's Stone. The role was famously played by the late Alan Rickman across 8 Warner Brothers films, and he was amazing. He was amazing. Now, why am I saying this? Let me see. This is back in 2016. Let me show. I tell you everything. Every time that I tell you something, what up, Gray? Every time that I talk about this stuff, I'm always going to have something that reference what I'm saying. So I'm never going to give you something and have absolutely no reference to back up what I'm saying. Eric Shaw, I didn't see you in here. My fault. What's going on, Eric Shaw? I see you. So every time, so I'm not just saying this just out my ass. I'm not just saying this to cause controversy. I'm not trying to be, on the level of the Eric Julys and the Tyrone Magnus. Woke. Oh my God, it's so woke. Woke. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to go there. What I am going to do is show you exactly why this is a problem. Because I think it's important to know where the root of all of this is coming from. Why am I saying this? Why is it a problem? And when people say, well, you need to get over it, black people need to be more in cinema, we need to be, but at the cost of number one, what's up, Andre Ware? At the cost of number one, a white role, because I feel like they need to have their stuff. Give them back their stuff. Stop. Warner Brothers, DC, Disney, Marvel. Stop. You're not making it any better when you do this. Why doesn't it make it any better when you do this? Because it's not proper representation. Representation will be have the black guy play a black character and elevate the black guy, the black character within the story. Doesn't that sound a lot better than to just create a character or have this character be another white character and be like, yo, this is what we need to do. Look what we're doing for diversity. Look, it's diversity, y'all. That's not diversity. Let me say that again. That's not diversity. What diversity is casting black characters in significant roles and elevating the black character. So that character, if it's appropriate for the story, don't just shoehorn in the black dude just to be shoehorning them in. Because that's not right either. Because it's going to start a whole nother heap of mess also, right? So when I'm talking about this, trust me, I'm talking about this for a reason. And like I said, my biggest thing is I want the character and the actor to be elevated both at the same time. All right, so let me show you. Let me get into this article real quick. Wow, did it really just do that? CNET. Oh my God, you're trash right now. Okay. J.K. Rowling's on the reaction to a Black Hermione. Idiots were going to idiot. Now, this is J.K. Rowling's. That's J.K. She said, on the eve of the previews for a Harry Potter play, the author discusses the casting of a black actress as Hermione and releases a video begging fans to keep the news story secret. Okay. So this was the Hermione Granger, which I don't know why her. Let me shut up. What? Let me shut up. Because I think she was a little too dark for that dude to be her daddy, unless he's stepdaddy. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Maybe I'm tripping. But okay, so he says Hermione Granger isn't new to prejudice. As a wizard child of Muggle dentists, she came in for plenty of mudblood taunts and other emphasis in the Harry Potter books, and it came as no surprise to Potter author J.K. Rowling that not everyone loved it when a black actress, Noma Demeswini, I'm just butchering this, was cast as Hermione in the 2-part play Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which a lot of people do not like that play. a lot of people do not like that play, right? So it says, which previews Tuesday. With my experience on social media, I thought that idiots were going to idiot. Roland told The Guardian in an article published Sunday, that's the way the world is. And Rollins says behind the casting. Now, again, I tweeted if J.K. Rowling's decided that this is who she want, I'm out. Because that's what she want. You know what I'm saying? And she's the author of the books. Matter of fact, I did not know this, but with the popularity of the movies, she started changing certain things in the actual books to fit what was the narrative that was going on and the popularity of certain characters in the Harry Potter franchise when it comes to the movies. Ron Weasley, she said, was supposed to be murdered. She was going to get rid of old Ron. And she decided not to because of his popularity in the movies. You said aggressive relaxer said, I'm with you. Rich heads of corporations need to stop artists for making art the wrong way. Dre, do you remember this is Tori? Dre, do you remember when they did the Brady version of Cinderella? Yes, I do. Remember watching it. Imagine if they did that today, but people love that version though with no issues. Got to ask yourself what changed. Since then, I believe personally that, for one, the advent of social media, because it does give a louder voice. Social media, especially like Twitter, is way bigger than, the AOL messenger boards back in the day. Way bigger than the messenger boards. So when you have this louder voice, like people were getting pissed off. I haven't watched Creature Commando, and I'm going to watch it today, and I'm going to talk about it on tomorrow. But even with Creature Commando, not Creature Commando, Lord have mercy. With the advent of Twitter, people are still, their voices are way louder. You can do a petition online. You know what I mean? You can do a petition online. You know what I mean? The black president. Yes, I can say that too. You know what I mean? Marie Eve, what's going on? You're right. I just seen that on Twitter. I'm like, damn, he would be a great. But I know J.K. Rowling likes only British actors. That's her biggest hit, her biggest thing is that if you're going to hire somebody, let them be British. But you're absolutely correct. I would love Adam Driver. So I receiver from the Green Bay Packers. Adam Driver to play Professor Snape. He looks he could pull that off. But yes, having a black president was a problem too. Oh boy. You know what I mean? So a lot of people, like I said, this has been big. But then you also look at it, and that Cinderella movie was made for TV. It wasn't something that was a known franchise that went to the movies, that drove the movie business. And we didn't get to see the numbers of that. So if it would have been a movie that came, if it would have been something that came out in the movies, then we would have been able to see the barometer of what people thought at that time. But remember, people have been pissed off about castings for years. I brought up the Batman casting. Not Batman 1989. Nobody wanted Mr. Mom to be Batman. Bruce Wayne, Batman, Mr. Mom? No. And then look what happened. You see what I mean? Look what happened. But let me read this, and then I'm gonna get back to the article. But yeah, Brandy did come back for the role in Descendants. But because her character is already burnt into the zeitgeist, nobody really, nobody is really going to say, well, I didn't like that, because it was already done. It was done to them, it was done so long ago that it wasn't a problem. But I think now you also have to think about when you have authors or you have writers that want to, put a black man in a white led role and give him the white guy's title. Then it becomes you got to think about that. It becomes a problem, because why could you just elevate the character of who he was and make him just as big as X character? That's all we're saying. but they don't want to do that. And that's the problem. I I just give you this. I give you this. I will give black cinema its props because I watched Boys in the Hood the other day. I haven't watched Boys in the Hood in years. Thank you, Kendrick, because you had me looking like, damn, okay, where the GNX at? You know what I'm saying? Oh, snap. MC8 was driving the Grand National. I don't know if it was a GNX. It wasn't a GNX. He was driving the Grand National. But so I'm watching it. I'm like, you know how great we were as far as actors, and actual how much heart and soul we portrayed in these hood movies, and we made those hood movies, those people in the hood movies, famous. We got lines in there in hood movies that's in the zeitgeist of America. You know what I'm saying? Just think if I say, I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. I bet you everybody in the chat can name where that movie came from. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, everybody in the chat, if I say, I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. You'll know what movie I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? If I say, you got knocked up, out, man, you know that movie. Everybody says that. By Felicia. You know that movie. You know what I mean? That's how much black-led American films had in the zeitgeist of America. Black-led films are strong indicators of not only our talent, but what impact it leaves. Again, Andre Ware, I was just thinking about, yep, you know what it is. You know what it is. You know what I'm saying? My man had that, but was really chewing on that banana. You know what I mean? Was really chewing a little too much, but and again, you're right. You're right. Because again, T'Challa was in the zeitgeist of American culture. It became a cultural phenomenon. It's almost like this. I'm going to put this parallel down because you'll understand it. Black Panther makes $1.3 billion. You know what I'm saying? Just like Not Like Us was a cultural phenomenon as far as a movie. And then somebody got mad because they wasn't eating, and what they want to do, try to shut it down. I'm just saying. And that person looks like us, talks like us, not like us. Think about the parallel of what Drake is doing and what Nate Moore did to T'Challa. And tell me there's no parallels into that. Trying to shut something down that's a cultural phenomenon because you don't like black people elevated above you. Tell me I'm not lying. I'm cooking with real good fish grease right now. The expensive stuff. The stuff you get at the fish market in the hood when you go get the good fish. Tell me that's not a parallel. When something is so hot that you can't fake it. And you're looking around like, hey, wait a minute. This person wasn't eating. This guy that I wanted to elevate, he's not eating. But this character outdid Spider-Man? This character outdid Captain America? I know this character. I know this black Negro did not overdo our big franchise winner, Iron Man. And what did they do? As soon as they had an opportunity to shut it down, they shut it down. Just because that same Negro had the nerve to say, I want more money. You know what I mean? Just like, Kid, you said, I deserve. You know what I mean? I deserve with everything that I put my heart and soul to. It's the same thing with Chadwick Boseman said before they try to shut him down. Look how they try to stop us. But then they say, well, we'll throw you a bone. Let's just put you in a right role. That's the problem that I have. Putting them in a white role for what? Now, the British might have a different point of view in this. But what American audience is going to do is exactly what's on the screen right now. Let me keep reading. Because I'm telling you, I'm cooking with real good fish grease. What's up, Big Samage? What's going on? All right. Hold up. Where's my? Okay, there we go. All right, Roland says behind the caster, Norma was chosen because she was the best actress for the job. Again, the way the British thinks is, and I'm going to take everything with empathy because they don't have the same racism as American race. They have racism, but it's totally different than the racism here. Racism here is horrid. The historical documentation of racism here is horrible compared to anywhere else that actually had slaves. Just saying. So let me keep reading. So I'm going to take what she said and I'm going to show her empathy because they think differently. So I'm going to give them that empathy. Right? So I understand what she's saying. Where she's saying, she was the best actress for the job. When director John Tiffany told me he'd cast her, I said, oh, that's fabulous because I'd seen her in a workshop and she was fabulous. So J.K. Rowling was on board. That's why I said what I said in my tweet. The author reiterated in the interview that what she's pointed out before. Hermione's skin color was never mentioned in the books, even though some readers have debated even the most minuscule mentions of the character's appearance for signs that might identify her race. Now, shout out to Aisha, because I wish she was in the chat. She posted something that I talked about when it came to Gladiator. They had a professor to come out, and the professor from, I forgot what university, was talking about how there was black Northern Africans in Rome, which I've said that over and over and over. Rome and Greece, black people was all through there, all through up and out. It's historical documentation, and there's paintings and all of that stuff in Rome. There's literally there. And she pointed out something. When it comes to the elite class, Hollywood would cast them as white. Now, you see, I said Hollywood would cast them as white. But when it comes to the minuscule roles, the worker roles, they do the same thing in Egypt. Why guys in Egypt is garbage. That's why I love the fact that they cast Denzel, even though the other two characters from the original Gladiator should have been black too, but that's another story. But let's just see what J.K. Rowling said about this. So I'm going to give her some grace, but we're gonna know what the anti-woke mob is going to say about this. She said, I had a bunch of racists telling me that because Hermione turned white, that is lost color from her face after a shock, that she must be a white woman, which I have a great deal of difficulty with. Rowland said, but I decided not to get too agitated about it and simply say quite firmly that Hermione can be a black woman with my absolute blessing and enthusiasm. It's not the only recent debate over the race of a fictional character. Discussion of the next actor to play James Bond has suggested crossing not only racial lines, possibly casting Luther, the Wire star Idris Elba, also gender lines as X-Files Gillian Anderson has publicly played with the idea. In the rebooted Ghostbusters film with all women in the lead roles has also caused controversy. That movie was just terrible. It was just terrible. That Ghostbusters movie is terrible. Rowling herself has faced similar reaction before when she revealed that Hogwarts headmaster Albus Dumbledore was gay, noting that if Harry taught us anything is that no one should live in a closet. Harry Potter and the Cursed Shower introduces. Okay, he said fans should be prepared for tears, but no one is expecting a boy who lives to sell off quite middle age. So she also said in one there was also discussion that I heard, and I could be wrong on this, that because Hermione has shaggy hair, they just messed up Hermione's hair in the show or in the actual movies. In the first movie, she had shaggy hair and buck teeth. All right, so let me get back to this one here. All right, let's see. So far, no actors have been officially cast in the Harry Potter series, which is aiming for a 2026 debut. Although Bridge of Spies actor Mark Rylance is close to being signed on for a critical role of the wise and powerful headmaster Albus Dumbledore. The show is a hot enough to conjure up several actor rumors, although one summoning Cillian Murphy for the role of Lord Voldemort are not correct, sources add. Sidhu started his career at the Royal Shakespeare Company. Wow. Where he played the title role in the productions Hamlet and King Lear. If you come from, let me just say this. If you come from like Royal Shakespeare and in other places that's literally like theater, like the elite theater schools, you're gonna be a bad mofo. Let me just say that. You're gonna be a bad mofo as an actor. If you come out of that and you get lead roles, you can act. You know what I mean? And again, because in Doctor Who, they made him black, and in Britain, nobody cared. It's just us. And that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid that him getting this role, in matter of fact, let's just read about the diverse cast. If Sidhu, I'm probably pronouncing that so wrong, and I do apologize, lands the role, it will also be an example of HBO following through on its promise that the series will have a diverse cast. The films were sometimes criticized for having an entirely white core cast and presumably lead to a rather fresh take on the character. In a statement regarding Sidhu's casting, HBO said, "We appreciate that such a high-profile series would draw a lot of rumor and speculation. As we make our way through pre-production, we will only confirm details if we finalize the deals." The series is described as a faithful adaptation of the beloved Harry Potter books series by author and executive producer J.K. Rowling. The series will feature a new cast and yada yada yada. I'm not going to get into all of that because this is what it is. Okay, so let me just take this off the screen just for a minute. I'm sure she was the best person for the job role, but America is just different. You're right. You are right. It is just different here. All right, you would cook with some good fish grease, and the fish came out crispy, placing the white bread with mustard, hot sauce, and ketchup. Mustard! Thank you so very much for the $15 super chat. Thank you. Let me go ahead and hook you up. Let me see. I know y'all not gonna like this, but body roll, super chat, body roll. This is what I'm afraid of, honestly. Matter of fact, let me just see if I could pull up Eric July. And Torian knows about Eric July. He knows about Eric July. But let me see if I could find something from old Eric July. Leave my series alone. They better not F this up. Why identity politics and social justice pandering. See what I'm saying? And that's my cousin. What up, Newt? But I was just going to show you Eric July. If you don't know who Eric July is, that's Young Ripper 59. Personally, I'm never gonna, hate on this guy. He's done, a lot of stuff, as far as his comic and all of that. I do see that his comic is no longer up here, but this is what he does. I'm trying to find something where I can show you how he feels about worshiping identity politics. Here, let's see what he says. Hold on, because he's very political, so sometimes he talks about everything. Hold on, let me see if I can find. Hold up. Let me see if I can find. Okay, let me see what this says real quick. Give me just a second. Oh. Yep. All right. Let me share. Let me share. Mr. Isom himself. Um, and Jesus Lord. Speaking of mustard, have you seen how Andrew Schultz responded to kid? Oh, I got a video for that, but that's going on my TikTok. That's going on my TikTok. But I do have a video coming about that as soon as I'm done with this. All right, so let me get myself in the corner. This is Mr. Ripper, Young Ripper. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what he talks about, and then I'm gonna let you guys go.
Relentless torrents of racist abuse from blah 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 blah, hyper conservative bullshit, whatever. It's an infuriating cycle, yada yada. Now they want them to stop doing it, but continue going. It says it would just be nice if the people that have all the money, people that are paying you, whether that be Disney or any studio, were showing their support and putting their feet down. This is the crazy dimension that this woman is living in. Let's just take the last 4 years, because it was during the George Floyd era that everybody went crazy, right? As far as the companies feeling like they had to make a pledge of allegiance to fight racism. So
now I don't agree. I don't agree with everything that Ari July says. But I do agree in certain points. You know what I mean? And I've never seen this video, so I'm going to let him cook, and then we're going to discuss it, afterwards.
So when you talk about putting your foot down, what exactly does that look like? And this is why the old saying is it'll never be enough. Because you're living in another dimension if you think Disney, the major studios, aren't echoing your sentiments about racism and gay shit. What are you talking about? We can't get away from it. They're always hyper-focusing on you guys for that particular reason. That's what I mean when I say you guys. Because I'm just as darker in a lot of cases, because I ain't a light-skinned black dude. Shout out Mike. But obviously, as the old saying is, I say it, I'm the one that says all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Because I do not share this obsession that you guys have over your skin tone, where you make a victim out of yourself. That's just boring as fuck to me. I'm sorry. But they want them to put their foot down, which essentially means, hey, when we're antagonistic or we're focusing on this social justice bullshit, you should be unapologetically dedicating a lot of resources to basically telling other fans to go fuck themselves. We're showing.
And I'm gonna stop it right there. This is something that I do understand where he's coming from. Let's just stop sharing my screen. I do understand where he's coming from, because to me it feels like pandering when a studio or a company, comes out and says that, I want to cast this character, this black character, in a white role, instead of creating black characters that has black roles. This is why I said I give a lot of props. Now, you might say his hood movies or whatever like that, but damn it, did we not shine? That's why I said that at the very beginning. We were shining in our own movies that we were doing, right? And it seems like when it comes to, this stuff here, it's like, well, damn, why can't we shine? Why can't we be just as elevated, in these movies? Why do you have to take a white character, put a black name to it, and be like, look, we're doing DEI. I mean, we're doing diversity. No, you're not. That's not diversity. Because at the end of the day, if they want to go back and get Severus Snape, what do you think they're gonna do? You think he gonna look like old boy? You think he gonna look like the the black guy? No, he's not. And it's the truth. And it's been proven. It's been proven. Because if they did say, they're doing Cinderella right now, right? They're doing Cinderella. What color is Cinderella? When they do Snow White, what color is Snow White? You see what I mean? It's going to revert. It's already, and that's what I'm saying. It's already been proven. It ain't like I said, I don't agree with everything that Eric July says, but I do agree with him on that because exactly look what's going on. Now, again, if J.K. Rowling comes out and say, you know what, I do not care about, because we did this with Hermione, now we're doing this Snape. I want the best guy for the job. Unless in that book, she doubles down and said that man was white. She puts it in this book that he is a 6'2" white dude with long hair, then I'm out. There's no way you could come back from that. You know, but they want to say faithful to the adaptation of the characters in the book. See how far they go. Yeah, exactly. Characters like Alex Cross, he's a black dude. He's a black. So if they cast Richard Gere in that role, we're gonna be like, hey, wait a minute, what are you doing? Just saying. Just saying. You know, but and like I said, with me, I like people express how you feel. That will tell me if I want to fool with you or not. Let's see what happened. They put us in front and center. Exactly. Huge hit. Huge hit. But again, just saying. I'm just saying. Now, again, well, like I tweeted, if she says I'm cool with it, I'm not arguing with we did the same thing with Domino. Was ZZ Beats? What came Domino? Everybody was like, what are you doing? And then Rob Liefeld, the creator of Domino and Deadpool, said, I originally had her look like this. She looked like a light-skinned, not lying, she looked like a light-skinned black woman. You know, I went at Eric July for the April O'Neil casting in the last Turtles cartoon movie. And I was like, she was based off of Kevin Eastman's ex-wife, who was a mixed black woman. That's what she looked like in the comic. He was basing her off of her. The original kid, when they originally thought of the concept, they were trying to make her Asian, and he took inspiration from his ex-wife, his girlfriend at the time, and drew April O'Neil from her. It did. She was white that whole entire time. She was white, but they made everybody white. Baxter Stockman is black in the comics, but they made him white in the original cartoon. They didn't make him black until the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles of 2013. Oh no, let me take that back. 2003, I think it was the first time they made him black. But you get what I'm saying? So, you know, you can say, well, you're picking and choosing, yada, yada, yada. I just really want black characters. I want to see black characters shine. Is there anything wrong about that?
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
Oh, it's that time to wrap it up. You already know. Gotta start wrapping this up. But what do you guys think about this? About this subject? Because it is J.K. Rowling, and this is a British thing. As long as if J.K. Rowling's got no problem with it, I got no problem with it. Because the way that she defended Black Hermione Granger, I ain't got no problem with it. But if she didn't sign off on this casting, and he gets the role and he's cast, and she don't sign off, I'm gonna have a problem with it. I'm gonna have a problem with it because now it feels like you're really just it just feels like it's pandering, and you get tired of the pandering. All right, thank you guys so very much for tuning in to another episode of the Dre Mac Show. You already know. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and Vampire, y'all. Enjoy your guys' Thursday. Almost a weekend. Kung Fu Cinema Saturday. This Saturday. Where's my outro at? We gotta go. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.